Hey everyone, Tin Man here, playing in the ETS All-Stars event. Down a match against Paradox here in our best of five. My Gunslinger's lost to his FTP Moment of Creation, and so I decided to switch it up to Temporal Control. This hand is actually pretty reasonable against Moment of Creation. A lot of their threats we can deal with, and we have 3 power and can cast Moondial, so we'll hold on to this hand. We'll just scout for more power. That's how we that's how we try to win control matchups is just get as much power. That's power, so we'll keep it on top. And then we'll just seek power for, I guess, a time influence. We need a second time for Moondial. So we'll just seek power right away. And then play our seat. So now we're going to play our Sigil plus the Moondial to get that going. And then we're going to start to activate it as much as we possibly can. Looks like he had a fastball at the end there, so it's probably a Torch in hand if I had to guess. So maybe the Scorpion Wasp doesn't actually kill a unit, but at least blocks it for a turn. Huru Banner, that's a good one to play depleted right here. As we hold open our interaction. And then we'll just activate Moondial here coming up. Or actually, we'll hold open Scorpion Wasp, I guess. Which, like I said, will probably get torched, but at least will buy me 5 life points. Or maybe it'll be equivocated. Nope, it's torched. Okay. That's fine. Now he's not actually, there's no actual pressure on me. I can, I guess I'm taking 5 a turn here, but I probably don't need to Harsh right away. I'd probably wait, see if I can find another answer to the Sandstorm Titan. I can take 5 or even 10 and not be that scared. I'll probably just activate Moondial next turn unless we draw like Vanquish or something. Do not, so let's just activate Moondial. Another Channel of Tempest. That's fine. If he plays another threat here, then we'll Harsh Rule it. If we can get a 2-for-1 out of him. He might play a World Rare Behemoth or Carnosaur here. Or not Carnosaur, he doesn't have 6, but Behemoth or another Titan. If not, I think I might just take the 5 again. Or maybe I'll just draw and then Marshal to save me 5 life. I'm just trying to draw into another, Vanquish or some better way of dealing with this rather than wasting a Harsh Rule on just this guy. So let's just draw a card first. We do have another Harsh Rule. So what I'm actually going to do is he has no way of stopping a Channel Tempest from resolving. So I think I'm just going to play Seek Power and then ensure that I can get him with a Channel Tempest next turn. If he does not play a threat, we'll just channel it. And if he does play a threat, we'll Harsh Rule it. If he does play a threat, we'll Harsh Rule it. No problemo. So Harsh Rule. I'll Seek Power. Play my Sigil. Now if he plays a single threat, as long as it's not Malat Nikova. It is Malat Nikova. Okay, so now we've got to... That's fine. We can still deal with it. We pop off the Aegis, then we kill it with Channel the Tempest here. Does exactly 8. Calculated. And now we can actually start the beatdowns going here. Beatdown for 2 a turn. It's a good beatdowns. It's good beatdowns. Heart of the Vault. That'll lead to Vanquish. And then we'll probably play Sword and smack him for 4. We just want to get him in range of this Channel Tempest actually just be fatal. I think it's going to be Vanquish, Sword. Actually, Harsh Rule, Sword then? Oh, we can't cast Sword. Cost 5, right. So we'll Island's Favor. And then maybe we'll Sword at the Sky King next turn rather than Duelist Blade. Counting is hard. But now if he just plays a single threat, we can Vanquish it, Sky King it. How much would a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'd only be 5/5s if you played it. 6/6s now. This is something I think I'm fine. Carnosaur, I think I'm fine to just Sky King to kill it. That's probably a better way than Dual Split, or is Vanquish better? Yeah, actually let's Vanquish Sky King. Just smack him for 8. You might have Equivocate or Torch here. Oh, Wisdom. Okay, that's fine. So now even if he plays a Moment of Creation, we've got the Harsh Rule. He does not have Caleb's Choices in the main deck or Unseal, so won't be at risk there of getting blown out by it. But now we just, well, could channel. No, let's just Harsh Rule. Smack him. I guess draw a card, because I can. And then we'll channel him next turn. Okay, drew a power. I'll actually hold on to that power in case I needed to refresh my Face Aegis, which seems very unlikely, but you never know. And then we'll channel time. Should just get him here. He has no way of gaining Face Aegis in his deck, so that will be that. And we'll look onto the sideboard. The sideboard, he's got a pretty good sideboard against us. You know, 2 Flamestokers, 3 Unseals, 1 Caleb's Choice, 2 Disjunctions. He definitely has some outs, but we have our own, which I think will make it a game. But always good to win game 1 here against this control matchup. So let's clone our sideboarded version, Tinporal with sideboard. Take a look. Alright, what do we want? Bring Downs. Are Bring Downs any good? Hits Molat Nikova only. Probably not. Lightning Strike's not good. Lightning Storm's not good. Hailstorm's not good. Combre Healers, not good. They do pop Aegises though on Molat Nikova. That's about all they do. Same with Desert Marshal, they don't do a lot. How many cards do I need to cut? 3 more. So I guess like all the Desert Marshals. And then I guess Desert Marshal's better than Bring Down in like every conceivable situation, other than when it's killing them all at Nikova. It's pretty much the only situation where it's better. So I guess we'll cut the Bring Downs and leave in 2 Desert Marshals. All right, not the most amazing sideboard, but we'll make do with it. We should be fine. We've got plenty of ways of killing his big fatties: Vanquish, Island's Choice, Harsh Rule, Scorpion Wasp. That in some ways a fighting counter wars with Backlash. So we'll see how it goes. Ready. My opponent's probably taking out some of his removal spells like Equivocates. Does he have Permafrost? No. Equivocate, Hailstorms, Lightning Storms, and he's probably putting in the Caleb's Choice, the Unseals, Flamestokers, etc. So this hand can't really cast any of its cards, so I'm going to redraw. If I had double time, I'd probably keep it for the Moondial, but we can do better than that. This hand has no green, but no green requirements, so these scouts will be critical to making sure our draws get set up properly. It's good that we have a Disjunction, so we have answer to his Flamestokers. That's one of the very important cards to deal with in this matchup. Vanquish, absolutely would love that, especially since we drew the Justice source with Seat. I'm pretty much happy to draw like any card at this point, so I think I'm going to save this Crest for a few turns here. I don't really need it just yet, because like pretty much anything I'll keep on top. Like I can't really imagine a card I'd put to the bottom here. So until I know if I'm going to get like power flooded or if I need a certain removal card or something, I'll get another draw or 2 out of this. Another seat, I think we'll just do the same logic as before. We don't really need anything just yet. We probably don't need... We need like 1 or 2 more power, so if we draw 1, and then maybe we will bottom out an 8th power or something, if we see it. So we'll probably play it next turn. We don't need a face just yet either, so... Yeah, so now I think it's advantageous to play this. I don't need that power. I guess it's a 7th power, and it's a pretty good to get a face Aegis. So sure, I'll keep it. I've got answers to a lot of his early plays here, and then we'll try to Celestial Omen on instep, and not be in too bad a shape. He's filling his void with some spells here, so his Moment of Creations are going to be relevant. But we'll have a Celestial Omen to hopefully find an answer, either find an answer to that or find something like Channel the Tempest to give us all the answers to it. To draw into all of the answers to it, rather. Alright, what's he got here? This is the turn when he would normally, Heart of the Vault, if he has it, but he does not actually have triple time influence, so he's just going to draw cards, which is going to open us up to allow us to cast Celestial Omen next turn if he taps out for a threat. He's drawing cards, that's for sure. 3 strategizes. You should have a strategy down pat by now. It's draw cards, play threats, hope they're good enough. Back him up with some counter spells. He does not tap out, so we can't just main phase this Celestial Omen, but that's okay. We have our own Island's Choice actually to fight a counter war here, if he tries to just resolve a thing right now. The fact that he's not makes me think he probably has Unseal. So yeah, I'll hold off on this, I think. Well, yeah, I'll hold off on it. I'm not going to just play right into it. I'll play my power, though. I'm not going to, like, give him... I'm going to wait till he tries to play a threat, or if I'm out of power, to try to cast this Omen. He plays a Flamestoker. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bait out the Unseal by casting Celestial Omen. And then we'll Disjunction the Flamestoker on our main phase here. Yep. I don't need to Excavate just yet. Alright, so let's definitely Disjunction that. Because I couldn't cast it if I drew this back right now. So I couldn't have cast it even with an Excavate. But now if he plays like a Moment of Creation, we can Island's Choice it, and then Excavate back the... Oh, his own Disjunction. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Does he have another Unseal that he's trying to hold up to protect this thing? Looks like it. Alright, so if I Excavate Disjunction, is that advantageous, or does he just punish this with another Unseal? Looks like he might punish this with another Unseal, or Caleb's Choice. Oh boy. Oh boy. This Flamestoker could start to be a problem. Yup. There it is. Oh, there we go. Draw 2. Harsh Rule. Island's Favor, not really what we're looking for. Do I play this just to get the power out of my deck? Probably. Yeah. Alright, so play this, pass back. We're going to take 5. And take 5 again. And probably again. And again. And again. We don't want to hold back. At some point, we'll Island's Choice to kill it off. I'll let Nakova. Okay. That's fine, I guess. We can Scorpion Wasp it. Not great, though. I guess I'll hold this power. Take our 5. Only when we need to use this Island's Choice to really stay alive. We'll use it to bunk this off. Moment. I guess I just answer that with Harsh Rule. And Island's Choice is like 5 life, so I'd rather just use Harsh Rule to deal with this. We'll seek power. We haven't drawn any Channel of Tempest, which are very important to get us ahead here. Or, you know, we'd like to draw another Disjunction or something. I actually think I'm just going to Island's Choice this guy now. I could wait, I guess. But even if he plays another Moment of Creation, we just double Vanquish it. Carnosaur, okay. Lumen Reclaimer. That's pretty useful. Lumen Reclaimer ourselves to bring all these sweet cards back into our deck. So now we have another Disjunction. Although our Excavate is in fact void bound, and that does not come back. Another Carnosaur, okay. We really need to get more card draw online though, because we've got now a bunch of like not very impactful cards. The Lumen Reclaimers, the Seek Powers in our deck that if we just draw like another Lumen Reclaimer here, like that's pretty bad. As opposed to a, yeah. Seek Power is a problem. Like, I really want to get that Disjunction back in, because that's our, like, ticket out of this. But the fact that we also had to draw, you know, put our crappy cards back in our deck was not good either. Ouch. Ouch. How many Mullet Nikovas does he have? 3? Sounds about right. Alright. Alright, let's go to game 3 here. Hopefully we don't lose the fight over the, losing the fight over Flamestoker here really lost us that match. Or lost us that game, rather. Might lose the match, too, if we're not able to win the fight over Flamestokers. But I think we'll just hop right back into it. I don't think I want to change anything. I've brought in all of my answers to it, so... this hand's pretty decent. It's got card draw. It's got some answers. It's got all of our colors. Even if it's not enough of each color, it's something in each color. Opponent is thinking whether to keep or not. He's going first, which I actually kind of like going second in these control matchups just for the extra card. The tempo of going first is not all that impactful, so the extra card is welcomed. Opponent did keep. Play a Scout on turn 1, and we'll play our own Scout. We'd keep a Justice on top. Sure. But most other things we would not want to keep on top. Most other power we wouldn't want to keep on top. But we do need double Justice for Harsh Rule. But now all of our colors are pretty well sorted out. Because we want one more Primal. So we can get the Copalt Waystone Aegis. I'll resolve this as soon as he casts his own, so that he can't counterspell it. Just do it at the same time. If I don't, then he might hit it with which, to be fair, I guess if he counterspells Wisdom of the Elders, I'm okay with that, as opposed to counterspelling an actual impactful spell. Like, I could draw 2, but then if he counterspells the actual card that I'm trying to use, then it's not all that useful. Alright. And he doesn't really have a great answer to Great Parliament, so if I can get 2 or 3 off this Great Parliament, he's going to struggle to deal with him. He needs spot removal, and he's probably removed a lot of his spot removal from his deck. I guess Carnosaurs are still there, but that's about it. We can ambush Carnosaurs. Let's player Justice. I'm not going to play this just for one, I wouldn't think. I want to get at least 2. Maybe if we can stall out till 3. But that's kind of predicated on beating a Resolve Flamestoker, if he finds one. That is not an answer to Flamestokers. That's pretty much what we got to be thinking about right at this point. Double Wisdoms. I feel like my opponent's cast far more Strategizes and Wisdom the Elders than I have this match. I think every game he's had, you know, he's passed 3 this game, and I think this is my first Wisdom or Strategize I've cast like most of the match. I guess he has 1 more Strategize than I do in the main. Not that big of a deal, I guess. Sure. Late to the party, Duelist Blade. That's alright. We'll get this guy with I guess a Scorpion Wasp. Maybe Island's Choice is better. Scorpion Wasp will deal with Malat Nikova. Whereas Harsh Rule also deals with Moment of Creation. Whereas these other cards don't quite line up as well as we'd like. So I think we're just, assuming he does nothing here, we'll just Duelist Blade, bonk him for 4. He's going to have a massive Moment of Creation. Let's scout, see what we got. Power, not interested. Where are Channel the Tempests? That is my question. That is our big trump in the late game. And we're not finding any. You found a Flamestoker. That's going to be a problem. We just Great Parliament here. Try to keep some pressure on him, but he might have a counterspell. Looks like he does. Ugh. Ugh. These Desert Marshals are very unimpressive. I could use this to keep my Duelist Blade alive for 1 more turn, but I think I'd rather use it to pop off a shield on Malat Nikova. Yeah. Like that. Did I just try to Scorpion Wasp it? I guess I tried to Scorpion Wasp it. Excavate helps me resolve a Great Parliament. Next turn. Okay, we'll try to Scorpion Wasp this and then Excavate into Great Parliament, I guess. It's not an amazing plan, but it might be a plan. He also has a Torch. He's an Equivocate. Okay. We still got the block. Is there any chance this can lead to like some kind of weird 1-turn kill? I don't think so. I don't have enough, and he probably has interaction for it. I'm surprised he actually kept Equivocate in. Another Malat Nikova? Jesus. Alright. Ouch. I think we're just dead here. Not actually, but pretty darn close. If I excavate, I have to like excavate for the life total, because I'm gonna like go to 2. And then I think I'm just dead. Because whatever I put on top does not save me. Do not think it saves me. I guess Great Parliament comes close to saving me. Does this... Does not. Does Great Parliament even save me? So if I block here, bring back like Harsh Rule, that kills this guy, his flyer. doesn't help me. I need to put like Wisdom is like my only thing, and then draw into 2 things. I just don't know what those 2 things are. I guess if I brought back Harsh Rule, I could survive for a turn. Oh, he just has a 3rd Molotnikova. Okay. All right, we're gonna need a miracle here. Yeah, Flamestoker though. Definitely the bane of this deck. Late to the party Temporal Distortion. Almost gets us there. If he didn't have the 3rd Molotnikova, we actually would still be alive. And he had a disjunction too. Yeah, I feel like opponent just drew, you know, quite a bit better than us. I mean, obviously drawing all the Molotnikovas. He had his 2 Flamestokers on time both times. We had about as many answers as he had Flamestokers and Recursion, but he won those battles by drawing more of them. It's kind of unfortunate. Because I don't think we can beat him with our last deck, unfortunately.